Here's my top 10 power rankings for this day. Inspired by the number of French people that are beginning to dominate the NBA draft. Last year it was Victor Wembanyama. Now, first 2 NBA players. 2.
Well, before Vic,
from
there was
France.
Tony Parker. There was
listen, there's a long history. Trust me, when the Knicks drafted a Frenchman last night, there were a bunch of folks from New York City were like Frederick Weiss and Frank Ntilikina. No, thank you. No, je m'appelle GTFOH. That's my name. But guess what?
Yes.
I'm inspired by all this. I'm not repelled. We are Francophiles here on the Rich Eisen Show. I have a power ranking of my top 10 French contributions of all time. Hit it.
Hit it.
This is mine.
Power rankings.
There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Power rankings.
All right, here we go. Give me the music, since this is about French items.
This is tremendous. This is great. This is cafe.
Je m'appelle Richard, and these are my power rankings.
Arc de Triomphe.
Wait, let me get a croissant and a cigarette.
And
real
let me
quick.
just tell you, just to explain to you just how unserious this is. Number 10 on my list of top French contributions is their architecture.
Oh,
10th.
nice.
French
It should be one. You know, it kind of should be one. Art and architecture.
Should be one. Yeah, I was going to say
But this
Statue of
is
Liberty,
10.
Number 1.
The Eiffel Tower.
I've
seen it in person. I've been to the top.
Me
It's
too. It's
remarkable.
beautiful. I
It's
love it.
remarkable.
I love it.
It hurt me to see Superman 2 destroy it. But it was for good.
Yeah, true.
And then again, the fact that I'm bringing up Superman 2 when it comes to the Eiffel Tower just shows you how unserious this list will be. Statue of Liberty, Arc de Triomphe. I could even throw
Arc is
art and
beautiful.
architecture in here just to show you how unserious this is. Because wait till you hear the 9 that are supposedly more important than architecture from France.
Am I the only one here who hasn't seen the Eiffel Tower in
You never
person?
been to Paris?
I haven't either.
It's impressive.
layup.
It's
It's
unbelievable.
really beautiful.
You should go.
Yeah.
Playing the play.
You should do that.
You should definitely do that.
Number 9 on the list of all top French contributions are all things French that didn't really originate in France. French fries, French toast, and the kiss. Because I'm assuming, again, I didn't look this up, I'm assuming that version of the kiss existed long before France did.
You would imagine, yeah.
And apparently French fries are from Belgium.
Right.
Okay?
And
There's
they
an
put
argument.
and they put mayonnaise on them.
Well, don't ruin the rest of my list, sir. And French toast, I have no idea where they're from. I'm assuming it's just not France. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I missed that in my research.
All 3 of those things are great, Rich.
Number 8. Now this is very important.
French toast, Roman Empire.
Power rankings of top French contributions. Number 8 is pasteurizing.
What?
Very important.
Louis Pasteur.
Louis Pasteur started killing bacteria in food and drink, and it started with milk, and it prevents the spoiling of food and milk and drink. I mean, that's very important.
Jeez, all that
that's
stuff.
huge.
Oh, yeah.
That might have been
Look
number
at this
1,
young
really.
lady on there with her milk mustache. Come on
Remember the
now.
whole
Strong
milk
bones.
mustache campaign?
Please. It would never have
milk.
happened if Louis Pasteur didn't pasteurize
Shout out
things.
to Louis.
Well done, Rich.
Number 7 on this list. This helped me get through school.
Oh, gosh.
A calculator.
Oh,
It's French?
Blaise Pascal in 1640 has been credited with building the first calculator. It handled addition and subtraction by manipulating dials, and he created it to help his dad, a tax collector. It's a father-son story. The calculator. Did you know, looking at a calculator and flipping it upside down and spelling out Shell Oil, it's a father-son story.
oil.
Yeah. There's some other words I used to spell on that
not what we were
calculator.
Number 6 on the top French contributions. That's the only thing you spell, huh?
8008.
Hey, stop it. Here we go. Number 6. Philippe Kahn. This is recent. 1997.
This is Tony's
Had a
uncle?
daughter, birth of a daughter, and he was working for a web service called Picture Mail. And he decided he needed to create a better way of taking photographs of his daughter and created the first ever phone camera.
Wow.
Number 6. The phone camera is French.
No idea.
So, do you know how that's changed everything?
Everything.
Everything. I mean, the number of
calculator there, too.
photographs that I have in my camera that I can't believe I've kept for years.
By the way, TJ's the king of that. He's got
Rich,
so many.
67,000 pictures.
Holy
Now we're bringing
smokes.
it. Now we're finishing
I'm
up
at
strong.
28,000.
We're finishing up strong, guys.
You mean that
Top
wasn't
five.
strong? 'Cause
Top
that
five.
Was strong.
Top five.
Here we go.
His name is Andre Cassagne. Okay. He's an electrical technician, an inventor, and toy maker. And he decided to figure out a way to create two little styluses that work by knobs to scratch off aluminum shavings and create the Etch-a-Sketch.
Oh, yes, God.
Wow, the Etch-a-Sketch.
The Etch-a-Sketch is French.
He deserves a Nobel Prize.
Tell me about all the times. I mean, honestly, the number of times I want to look at my kids in the back of a car and say to them, get off your phones, and
grab the
instead give them an Etch-a-Sketch, because that's the way I got through long car rides when I was a kid.
No
I
doubt.
mean, there's no internet.
Yes.
There's no
What's
5G
that?
connection.
Come on.
5G, 1G.
There were two knobs, and it was infuriating because I sucked at it.
it's-
And
I
then
was-
somebody would hand it to you, and
was
it
hard.
looked like the Mona Lisa.
It was hard.
To talk about stuff in France.
Yeah,
Number
he did not
4.
make it easy.
Number 4. This one's for you, TJ.
Okay.
May 19th, 1946.
Oh, yeah. I know the date.
A gentleman named Andrei Rene Roussimoff was born.
Oh,
And he
Andre.
became known as Andre the Giant.
Yeah, boss.
Born in France. Look at that man.
him.
That's him with Arnold. by
What
the
a
way.
contribution. What a contribution
7
to
feet
society.
4, 500 pounds. The eighth wonder of the world.
Eighth wonder of the
Yeah, a
world.
little guy next to him.
Andre the
That's Arnold. Number 3. 1956, the French army
Rolled over.
won some victory somewhere. This is my research. And the army chef reportedly lacked the proper amount of cream to make a sauce for a victory dinner and decided to mix oil and eggs together and created mayonnaise.
I could do without that.
Wow.
This is apparently very contriversial.
Mayonnaise was only invented in 56.
1756.
Oh, 17. I was like, what?
1756. In 1956, they could have just gone shopping.
I was like, what?
Mayonnaise was born.
I'm not a fan.
Number 2 on this list.
The light man.
This is apparently an invention of the 50s.
1950s?
The bikini. And I should just, it'll be ungentlemanly of me to elaborate.
How is
to
this not
use the
number
phrase
one?
from that thing you do.
Not number one?
Listen,
love the French.
listen.
Yeah.
I almost asked, and this is okay, even if Susie's out there watching and listening right now.
Which she is.
I asked Mike Hoskins to find Eva Green in a bikini just to put somebody from France in a bikini to just, if you will, emphasize the point.
Let's watch a
Put
Casino
the
Royale this
accent
week.
on the aiguille. So that's the bikini. Number 1 is just, again, you can't, I mean, I understand, like, how is that not number 1?
Right.
Because, the French invented movie making. The actual process of movies.
So you went serious.
I went
number one.
Lumiere, the Lumiere brothers. I mean, the number, I mean, it's not serious. This is, without movies, this show doesn't exist. Going to the movies,
Yeah.
meeting people,
But
hanging out. The movies is incredible.
But your kids
Actually, the
don't exist?
process of putting something on film. They also created photography too.
I still like the bikinis.
Was that anticlimactic? For you?
I was good with number 2.
After bikini, we kind of checked out.
You did.
You know what I mean?
That's my power rankings in honor of the first 2 draft choices of the NBA draft being French,
That's
with multiple Frenchmen being drafted in the NBA last night in the first round. That's called inspired programming. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.